Hey everybody, Crazy Grandma here. So I am on this week redoing planning some things, putting some things away. So one of the things that I do is I get on Cricut Design Space, and there's other places you can do this at, and I design scrapbook layouts on Cricut, and then I put them to paper. This helps me to see how things are going to turn out, and I just thought I would show you how to do that. First of all, to have access to all of my designs that I've already came up with that you can see for yourself, and it'll show you which font I've used. It'll show you, different cuts or different things that I might have used. If that's helpful to you, just come up here to the search bar when you click into Cricut. Up here it says search images, projects, fonts, or profiles. And my profile name is Crazy Grandma, of course, and just hit enter. And then at the very top up here, you'll see profiles, and you just click on it. And it'll bring you to all of my different things that I have shared publicly so that you can click on any one of these and see any of the designs. And like if you click on one, let's say click on this one, it'll take you to here and it'll show you what it looked like when I first designed it. And when you go to the customize it, it'll take it to your actual screen so that you can pull it up, see what I used, and actually do use the same type of thing that I used. Now it won't let you use anything that I used as far as if I put anything in for like the cutting thing, like oh my gosh, my brain. Lord help me today. It won't let, if I put something in like SVG or something, it may not let you cut that personally, but like the print and cut things. But so you come up here and it'll show you all of these things that you can resize, do what you want to with it. Right here, when you see something that's grouped, click right here to ungroup it. And it'll let you take this off, and it'll show you here. If you ungroup this again, this is just grouping and ungrouping. If I want to regroup it, it's just right here. Ungroup it when it has the two boxes. And it'll show you here that I use BFC Wild Thing. So it shows you the different ones that I used. And let me ungroup this thing here again. Come on, ungroup. And see, just this is scrapbook overlay. So if you come over to images on the left-hand side, and you can type in scrapbook overlays and just hit enter. It'll come up with all these different ones that you can cut. Now you can go down here to advanced search, and it'll show you a lot more of them. As soon as my internet and everything decides to work together. So you have all of these, and you can see that with Cricut Access, you would have normally pay 99 cents, but if you have Cricut Access, all these things are free. So I've also used this one in a different layout as well. So it shows you all these, but if you click on, say, this one, it'll bring it up to you so you can see it better, but then it shows you some others that are similar to the same thing that you might like as well. This is one of my favorite things about you having Cricut is it gives you so many options. So we're just going to choose one, and then we're just going to play with this one today. You see it just comes up with a lot of different ones. So let's just, you know what, let's just do this one. I'm going to add this to the canvas. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do this one. Add to canvas. And then once I click out of this, it's going to take me back to my, and I'm going to get all of this. I got to wait for that other thing to load. If I don't wait for that thing to load, it's going to, and I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all this. It is already saved. So even though it's on my screen, I can get rid of it and it's still saved in my thing. So anything that I share publicly can be used if you just click in there and just hit follow on that. If you don't follow, it's not going to let you. So you see up here, it's 11.5 by 11.5. Cricut will not cut things bigger than, say, 11.5, but that's okay because you can just use a border. around it. You use a piece of paper behind it. So I'm going to come over here to the left-hand side, and I'm going to click shapes, and this gives you all the different shapes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this one because I want to put a background on this. And up here at the top, you see this, you can drag this like this. This button right here, this one, I'm pointing it with my finger like you guys can see me. This one right here, it's undo button. My best friend. If I do something I don't like, just keep hitting that undo button and it'll take you right back to where you want to be. It'll undo all your, it's like an eraser. It gets rid of all the stuff. So anyway, let me get that shape back here because I went back too far. But that's okay. And everything's fixable. All right, so here's this. Easiest way to resize this, in my opinion, besides just dragging it, is to come up where it says more, and I want it to be a 12 by 12. Now, this one, I don't necessarily need Cricut to cut this one for me. I already have a 12 by 12 paper, but I do want it to be something that I can, what am I trying to say? I want it to show what it would look like with this color background. So I put this on here as if I am doing this, for real. So I put this blue box I just put in here. I'm going to arrange it and send it to the back. Now this one here, instead of black, I think I want to make it white because it'll pop a little better. Doesn't mean I have to cut it white. I just want it when I start doing my layouts. This is the way I would do it. So I'm going to click both of these and I'm going to go to arrange at the top. Oh, nope. That's not what arrange brings one to the front and one to the back. Click both of them and hit align. And I want to hit center because I want it to be lined up in the center. And I'm going to go ahead and lock this in place. So there's my basic. Now, if I was going to do a layout on this, what could you do? You could put a 4x6 picture here. So let's grab some more shapes. We've got circles and a square. Now this circle, and I'm just going to use for this one because it's, and let's see, if this one here was a picture, and I'm just going to drag this to be about the right size, and just put that about there. But I am going to, if you use this plus sign up here, it gives you another one because I don't know what I'm going to do down here at the bottom, but I'm going to give that option. And then this square here, I'm going to make, if you come up here to the top, there is a lock button right here. And that way, when you pull it one certain direction or whatever, it doesn't make the whole thing because you unlocked it where it's not just a square. So if we put this and make this a picture, let's see, I'm going to unlock that again because I want to bring this, and I want to make it just a tad smaller because this is going to be a picture. All right, and then I'm going to take the white part, the actual frame, and I'm going to put arrange and bring to front. So you can see the black area would be the actual pictures that I'm using. And I could use another one here. And I'm going to bring that out bigger like that. Hang on, I moved the wrong one out of the way. So the square, you can click on the side over here, and I want it to be just a little bit wider. So I'm going to come up to the top, and I want it just a little bit wider, like that. And when you do your pictures, you want to make sure it doesn't have anything on the side. So you don't want, you want to make sure that it's not going to show there. And so there's another picture, but I do want another one of these here, but it's not going to be as big. So we're going to shrink the size. And it's already unlocked because the other one was unlocked. And I'm going to hit arrange, send backwards. And there is your basic layout. So these 4 will be pictures. So what else could you do with this? If this was going to be, you could do a graduation. We can do Halloween. I tell you what, let's do a Halloween layout. We're going to make this orange, maybe. I'll tell you what, let's make this black. Let's make this other part orange, maybe. This is literally how I play with this thing all the day, all the time. And then you come over and you click these. I'm going to make these white because it's going to be my pictures. And I just sit here and play. When I feel like I'm stuck or I'm having a day because I have a lot of health issues. So some days when I'm not able to do a whole lot of other things, I come on here and this is what I do. I just come over here and play. Okay, this is going to be white. Okay. Now I want this circle, not that one, the other one. This circle here, you see where I'm clicking right here? I want it to be up front a little bit more, so I'm going to bring it forward, not for the front because it'll make it all the way out. And then that's going to help cover up. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Let me pull this down. Just going to make this just a little bit smaller. Let me see if I got that lined up right. And I don't, but that's okay. We can fix it. Is that the top one? That's the one I want right there. You see it highlighted there. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. Arrange, bring this one to the front. Now let's see if that's fixing it. Because all I'm trying to, oh, I don't want it to the front. I want this one to the front. So arrange and bring this one to the front. You just put whichever one you want. You bring it forward, bring it to the front. And I can still see just a little bit of this one here overlaying it a little bit. So I'm going to come up here instead and I'm going to shrink it just a little bit. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ruthie Mae. Come on now. Pay attention. So I'm just going to use this and I'm just going to shrink it down where it's not overlaying each other. Not that if it's a picture, it's not going to be as big of a deal because, you know, you can actually see what you're doing and use it as use this as a template to how to cut your picture once you get it done. I could have picked something easier for you guys to learn this thing with, but no, of course not. Not I, say the fly. No idea where that came from either. All right, so obviously I made that way too small. Okay, let me move this up just a little bit. This is kind of a guessing game. This is a harder one. I could have picked an easier one for you guys, but or I could have picked a day that I'm actually know what, you know, that my brain and everything's working together, but I'll tell you what, let's try this something else. I'm going to put this one here. And then bring this one over and bring it forward. Arrange. Bring not to the front, just bring forward. All things are trying to try me today. Arrange, bring forward. There it goes. Now it's got it. I think I got it. There we go. Now, put this one over here and bring this one over here. I don't want that arranged to the back. There we go. Now I'm going to grab these and I'm going to put these together so they don't come apart. So this is going to be our Halloween layout. I'm going to grab them both and align center. There we go. Lock that in place. Now let's go for some embellishments and titles. So again, you go to images. And I like going to the advanced search because it gives me more options. So I want to bring up, and I'm going to say Halloween. And I do have Halloween that I need to decorate and put up there, but I'm going to click on this Happy Halloween because I want to see if there is, I want to see, I kind of like this. So I'm going to click on that. I think I like this one. Well, you know, Oh my, just like them so much. We're going to hit the plus sign. We're just going to add one to it. There's a lot of options. All right. And so there it is. And it's going to be big, so we can adjust it. Not a big deal. So I'm going to put that down. Make it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to make this whole thing just a little bit bigger. Increase my screen a little bit so maybe you can see. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Okay, so if you see this, it's needs to be a little bit smaller. There we go. And you see, because it didn't have the background on it, it's just the top layer. It actually shows you when you put it on colored paper what it's going to look like. So there's part of it. Now you can also put some more things down here. You could actually add down here. You can add some strips down here and add some print here. I'm not going to do that, but I'll remember that I can do that when I get ready to do this layout. And let's go back and let's look for some more Halloween stuff. No, go away. Halloween. I'll have a pepper on there. Watch. It's showing me food because I'm doing a layout for my daughter chili that she makes. So it's right now it's showing me fruit, but later on when I come up, it'll show me Halloween stuff because it gives you suggestions for things. So here's a bat. We can add that to there. I'm just going to add a few things. There's a spider, the ghost. I'm just going to add a few things on here. Let's do that. And let's do this one. So I'm just going to add some things. I'm just going to play with it because that's one thing about this. You're not wasting paper. You're not doing anything that's going to mess anything up. So let's just play with some of these things and see what it looks like. Now on this, one of the things that I wanted to show that you could do, let's take this, and let's say you don't have that many round pictures. You can actually use one of these for embellishments. And I'm going to use this one and this big one here. And so these could be your pictures, but then you can just keep on playing, keep on embellishing it. Come up here with these little guys. You know, if you want the skeleton instead, bring the skeleton up here. And if you have a picture that's kind of blank, you know, doesn't have a lot in there. Oh, you know what? I just had an idea. This is why I play. I'm gonna ungroup this because I want to show you something I just thought about. I'm gonna ungroup that because I want one of these circles. That's the right one. Come up here to this part right here where it says basic cut, and then this white part here, and you can change it. We can make one of them look like a moon, and then let's put a bat, a small bat, like it's flying over the moon or flying with the moon or something. So there's so many things that you can do when planning this layout. Now I don't know that I think I'm going to use that one, so I'm going to get rid of that. Put these guys here. And then you have a spider if you want to stick a spider on there. And so you just look for your stickers. And what happens if you don't have the stickers? You can make them. You can make them. So I'm going to make that just a little bigger. I think I made that bat a little bit too small. So kind of like that. Or you know what would be cool? A witch. Let's go and find a witch flying on the broom. Let's just use you. So let's take the bat away and let's take the ghost away. All right, little girl, come on. There we go. Like that. So you're just creating embellishments. Dancing skeletons. You know what? You could even probably do a dancing skeleton like they're dancing on the moon or something. Let's see what it would look like. See, and this is what I do. I just sit here and just play. And once I come up with the design that I like, then I save it. I think I like the witch better. So I'm going to put the witch up here. And then the rest of it will be pictures. I do like the ghost, but I just don't think the ghost is going to fit in here right now. But I'm going to try one more thing here. When you have something that doesn't have the background, there's a couple of ways you can work with it. You can make another one, and then come over here to this contour right here. And what it does is let you get rid of the parts you don't want. So what I'll do is I will go down here and I'm going to click Hide All Contour. And that's going to get rid of all the bats and the inside part of the ghost. So when I click on it again, see it's just this black part here. And I can put it behind here. I'm going to arrange it to the back. And then I want to find this first part here. This one here. And I think I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this white. Make that white. Because that outline needs to be black because the bats are black. So then you're just going to click both layers. No, not the spider. Click both layers and hit Align. You want to line it in the center. Oh, now see, that didn't work because it's not lined to the center. So what you can do is click both of them and align the bottom. And I'm just going to scoot it just a little bit more because I want it over. There we go. And group it together. Now when I come over here and I make it smaller and I put it over here, and then if I still want the spider on here, you can. And so that's basically how I do my planning on my when I'm doing my layouts. I don't plan every single layout like this. I do a lot of them this way. And like I said, if you want to see some of the layouts that I designed, some of the ones that I'm working on, feel free to come over and just find Crazy Grandma and follow, and then it will allow you to see all of these. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to select this. I'm going to group it all together because that's the way I want it to stay. And I come up and save as. Halloween 24, because that's when I designed it. I'm going to put it under my scrapbook layout because I have a lot of different folders in here. Okay, there we go. My computer's just running a little bit slow today. So if I come up here to my stuff, come on, there's the layout I just finished. And I can hit share. And I could add the copy private link, which when I do this video, I'll try to remember to do that for you guys. But I have to actually add photos in order for it to be able to save where you guys can open it up and see the different ones. So as soon as I do this layout, I will share it so you guys can see that as well. But you can see when I do I have scrapbooking and layout. Some of these I've done, some of these I haven't. Like this is one I'm working for my daughter's chili recipe. Here's one I was working on, some layouts I was working on to do a couple of layouts, and I'm just playing around with the design of how I think I might want a couple of these layouts to do. If my internet would be a little faster for me, you guys would appreciate it. I know you would. So here's a couple of the ones that oops, it's not locked. Let's not do that. Select all. And just lock in place. Then we can move them both at the same time. There we go. So this is just a couple more that I've been working on. No specific, design, no picture necessarily in mind. So that's kind of what I do. And I hope this helps you guys. And I will be doing this more often. If you guys would like to see that, hit that follow button. And I will talk to you guys later. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave it down below.